Chiltern Hills in the early morning. We're stalking a patch of ancient woodland, some of it more than 1,000 years old, all of it private, deep in the Oxfordshire countryside and less than an hour's drive from London's Trafalgar Square. This stalking is run by professional deer stalker Owen Beards of Sporting Agents Service UK.
It's the Chilterns that we're in, and there's a serious fallow deer problem, a huge population. We've also got a very strong population of muntjac, and we've got a sprinkling of roe deer that are trying to establish themselves in the area, but at the moment they're really struggling to do that. There's little pockets of them here and there depending on where the food source is.
They're having trouble competing with the muntjac?
They are, yeah, because it's the same food source virtually, you know, so the muntjac are competing at a very low level, and it's not actually getting up to the level that the roe deer can actually browse at, you know.
Now you're obviously doing your job, because not only do you have a lot of deer, you have some good heads here, don't you? Tell me about some of the best you've seen around here.
Oh, there's the Chilterns, because of the amount of minerals that are in the ground. It's very chalky and very limestoney. We do get some great trophies on all the deer, even the roe deer that are trying to establish. We recently had one knocked down on the road, and it was measured. That was a huge head. But yeah, muntjac, good medal class on a regular basis, and very strong fallow deer as well. There's not that many places in the UK where you can shoot big palmated fallow deer, but the Chilterns is one of them.
Owen's client today is Mark Broadhurst, a stalker from Warwickshire.
I enjoy the countryside around the Chilterns and Oxfordshire. I enjoy the company of the lads that take me out. I find them very professional, and it's a nice laugh when we get together, but also we take the deer stalking very seriously as well. It's a break from the old routine, and it's just nice surroundings, beautiful ancient forestry, and nice to get away from work.
Mark is a blazer nut.
Because I've been a shooting man for over 33 years and I've worked my way up into stalking, I felt that if I was going to shoot an animal that I particularly admired, I needed the correct and the best equipment that I could afford in order to do the job properly, as I didn't want to see an animal suffer in any way. So I bought what I considered to be the best equipment for me. I bought a Blauser rifle in 243 with a fast pull. I've never missed a deer that I have intentionally went out to cull, and every single deer that I have shot with this rifle has been found.
Mark also owns a Blaser Success, and he fancies the new Blaser R8. His choice of round for this Blaser R93 is the Winchester Supreme. His glass, binos and rifle scope, is exclusively Swarovski. Owen chooses Zeiss binoculars, and in this light they both need the best optics available. The start of the day is all about muntjac.
Mark's been cull stalking with me on many occasions, and I don't know if he's had a good Christmas bonus, but he's after shooting a nice trophy muntjac buck because of the ground that he's got hasn't got many muntjac on. So we've seen a really nice muntjac buck just coming into this field edge. That's what we set out to get this morning. However, we weren't that successful, and we'll be back out again this evening to see if we can get it.
The big one doesn't show. Only a tittler comes to the call. But it isn't just the call that brings deer to Owen's stalkers. An enormous amount of work goes into making a day like this happen for a stalker. Owen is always trying out new deer management techniques, such as this mineral lick.
I've got a Belgian product in it, which is like salt with a apple scent in it. I also put rock salt down, and I also put animal mineral licks down. That's just to try and supplement. You know, when they're regrowing their antlers, they've got something there to come, and it just keeps the deer in the area, you know what I mean? They love it, and they'll always come and have a lick on one of the trees where as the rain comes down, it goes through the salt, and then it comes down the tree, and they come and lick on here. And this is one I've put up, it's a relatively new one, and the salt runs down here, and the deer come and lick on the bark here, and this will go absolutely smooth in the end. This is a relatively new one, so it's still quite rough, but it'll go totally smooth.
And then there are the high seats. We take a break to meet a member of Owen's stalking workforce who has a profitable sideline making good value high seats.
designed and manufactured by me. I do issue them out to field testers and I get all their feedback. Luckily they're quite critical at the end of the day. Whatever they give me, if it's positive, then we adapt the seat to make it a better product. The whole thing can be put together with a 6mm Allen key and a 13mm spanner. As you've seen, I've put this one together in the field. It can be erected by one man. 2 man is advisable, but it can actually be put together and erected on the site and moved by one person. The whole seat, this particular one, which is a single man seat, weighs roughly about 44 kilo complete. That's with the leg kit. The seat can be made combined, so it can be freestanding or a lean-to seat, but it would have to be specified at the time of manufacture because we do a few different alterations. Most people who order a freestander don't wish it to be able to be a lean-to seat as well, so it comes just like that and it all fits together.
Your promise is you can put it up in less than 10 minutes.
Yes.
So we're going to test that with a bit of TV magic against the clock. Are you happy for us to do that?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
on your marks, get set, go!
Okay.
How much does a high seat like that cost?
Keith charges £290 for that one. I've got several different manufacturers of high seats, but I've moved to these because they're robust yet lightweight, and they're good value for money. Powder coated, and they just last forever. So I'm chuffed to bits, and I've just ordered another 5 off him.
And I mean, are they bulky to transport around?
No, not at all. Keith just brought 5 of those down in the back of his Toyota Hilux, so it shows they're not too bad, and they just all bolt together.
Back to the stalking, and Mark and Owen stop off to pick up a deer carcass from the previous evening stalking, hung in the cold weather and now well drained. While they are there, Mark spots a small group of fallow. During the fallow seasons, Owen takes any chance to cull these deer to keep the population healthy.
It's a feed ride for the pheasants, and I thought we might pick up a muntjac there. As we were arriving, there's a group of fallow deer out, so we checked the wind, and it was fine, and we stalked into those and assessed them from a distance of about 200 metres, and then proceeded to do a nice little stalk down, keeping in against the woodland edge again till we got closer, about 100 yards, and then Mark did a very good job and shot the deer behind the shoulder just as we wanted, in the big bit, no messing, and we've got one hanging up, which I'm very pleased about. I'm sure the game dealer will be as well.
If you want to go stalking with Owen, visit www.serviceuk.co.uk. And if you like the look of Keith's high seat, visit www.keithshighseats.co.uk.